Hello again. This is the second part of the series of converting NinjaTrader 7 indicators to NinjaTrader 8. Remember, we had in the first one we had went through the indicator wizard in order to get to here. We've got parameters, and that's it so far, and an indicator that doesn't plot anything. And we're not going to have any plot anyway until we get to number 3, the third part of the series. But here, this is where we straighten out all of this stuff and make it nice and make it readable. So I still have this up. We still have this. And before we forget, remember we had the MACD PB2 type that we have to take care of. That was the last one. So that's an enum. Remember how this is a user-defined property. And so we need to make that correct, because all we could do is make it int, remember? And so it's not correct right now. And also, remember how it made PB type, capital P? First thing we need to do is make that right so it matches PB type. Then we need to create a type called MACD PB type 2, and I'll copy that. So we're going to go back up to the top because it's better to put them up here. Now the way this author did it, it's okay, it works. But when I first came on the scene in NinjaTrader 8, there was a enumerated type all over the place. If you remember, it was called MA type, moving average type. And everybody used it. They all named it the same. And that was a very bad practice, because, well, the first time you install an indicator that had moving average type defined, it was fine. It compiled and built and ran, did just fine. The second time you made an indicator and put that type in there and defined it, it wouldn't install. You get an error message that said something to the effect of, this indicator, this already exists, or creates a duplicate or something like that, and it doesn't let you install the indicator that you want to install. And the reason is because there's 2 of them. And the way to solve that is to put the enum in its own namespace. So we're going to define a namespace, probably name it after the indicator that we're working on, MACD Deluxe, and then we will put our enum inside that. And it's exactly just like this. Just like this. And the way to use that is you can either add the namespace to the project, which is what I like to do, so we'll do that. Or you can not do that. And when you come down here to declare it, the default, let's find out where the default is. The default is MACD, I believe. So the default, you would say private MACD PB type to PB. Well, okay, we don't do that in NinjaTrader 8. In NinjaTrader 8, the declaration is the property itself. And PB type here is where you would say this is a namespace of MACD Deluxe. MACD Deluxe dot MACD PB type. Now, if you using up here like we had, then you wouldn't need the MACD Deluxe. So it works either way. I like to use the using and do it this way. And I also like it nice and straight because I'm aiming like that. You don't have to do that, but I like to. Alright, so that's the MACD type, and I don't think we ever said what kind of type it was, but it is a type MACD PB type 2. And build to make sure that works right. Takes a while. Got a lot of stuff. PB type does not exist in the current context. Oh yeah, we do need a... Okay, we need a private, just like we had here. We do need that after all. Wait a minute. Oh, PB type is a capital P. Remember that? There, now it'll work. .MACD. Takes a while. Get used to these enums. Don't get discouraged. Alright. So now we can work on our presentation. So we have, in the old one, we had, in the NT7, we had options, parameters, and plots. Well, to me, plots really should be just the 4 plots that we have. The market analyzer, the MACD, the histogram. All the rest of these are plot colors. So let's do that. Let's do this one that way. So fast, we can put whatever we want in the display name. The display name is going to be this name here. The method, this is what we can't touch. This is the part here that I told you in part 1 that had to be exactly spelled exactly right, the same way as the old one. But here we can do whatever we want. So this is the fast period, making it nice. This is the slow period. This is the smoothing. And these are parameters. This is how the constructor is going to be. The constructor for the indicator is done through this NinjaScript property decorator here. So that's how NinjaTrader, in NinjaTrader 8, that's how it used to be in NinjaTrader 7, whatever was named parameters is how I did it. Here, if it's decorated with the NinjaScript property, then it will be decorated that way. And in order to keep from getting a whole bunch of bazillion properties, it's another pet peeve, get rid of this. We don't want to have a bunch of parameters that are hard to follow and hard to use in a strategy. Present. We just want what's necessary. So get rid of the rest of them except for the ones you want. This is also how in the where's my control center? When you say strategy analyzer, the NinjaScript property is also how NinjaTrader, when you say the optimize, see how this has a session start where it has a min and a max? If it's decorated, if session 1 is decorated with the NinjaScript property decorator, then it'll assign these in that. So if you want to optimize, if you want to be able to optimize the parameter, you need the NinjaScript property. So I believe that's all of them. And you know what? I think this is worth optimizing too. So I don't know what it does, but it seems to me it might be worth optimizing. So let's move that back up to parameters. So we're going to have 4 parameters in this indicator. And that's not, what I just did here is not a programming experience, it's NinjaTrader experience. So if you're one of those people that have limited C#, don't worry about not knowing that. That's just what something. And you can, and if you finish a CS file, just say, hey, I wasn't sure about the NinjaScript property. Could you please double check that? And then just say, well, I want a certain number of parameters in the field. So if you how you can tell how much number of parameters you have. This is the constructor right here. This is the constructor. I'm sorry, this is. You can see every single thing that had a NinjaScript parameter here. This is a pain to instantiate in a strategy. When we build this again, it's only going to have these three plus that other one that's at the end. All these will be gone. You can still do these in the strategy by assigning them to the variable you just instantiated. So it's not like you're limiting yourself. You're not. You're making it easy, as a matter of fact. So we've got 4 parameters. They're all decorated with the NinjaScript property decoration, and then we're all good there. So order is important too. So you can order these however order you want. This is ordered by fast, slow, smooth, and then underneath we'll have the 4th one. So order 1, 2, 3, and 4 parameters. The next ones are show MACD, show histogram, paint bars. That's these 3. Ninjatrader 7 just alphabetized them. So that's why this is a lot better. You have a way to order them however you want. So this is options. So we can copy and paste this, this, and this. Okay, so this is 1. And you don't have to start over. You can go from 4, 5, 6. As long as these are in the right order, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to start over. But I like to start over. So 3. So whenever I get a Boolean, that to me is asking a question. So I like to put a question mark. Show MACD. Show histogram. Paint bars. This is the name that's going to be displayed here. So paint bars, question mark, show histogram, question mark, show MACD, question mark. That's how we just did that. And then we're leaving this alone, because if we don't, we'll be in trouble. And then the next one is plot colors. So let's make these plot colors, because that's what they are. Plot colors, plot colors, plot colors. Remember how I told you you didn't need to worry about the serialized, because the wizard does that for you right here. It did that for all the colors. So that's all set. So in plot colors, we're going to come back up here. We're going to reorder these. 1. And there's 8. And the names. His uprising. The falling color. His up rising color. His up falling color. Hissed down falling color. Hissed down. Signal color rising, signal color falling. And this guy's put these same things, except it's a series double at the end, 4 of them, so that they're all accessible in a strategy. So this will be a strategy-friendly indicator. All that's left to do is to add custom logic here. We're going to add another state parameter because on startup is analogous to state.dataLoaded, which is one of several. That guy. And part 3 will also show, well, on bar update where we finish it. So let's build this, see if there's any errors that we need to clean up. And let's see what it looks like. Okay, so we've got plot colors, all of those. We've got options, and we've got parameters. The MACD and the histogram are the 2 parameters for the PB type. We have smoothing, slow period, and fast period. Now, the description that you put in here, number of bars for fast EMA, that is the hover help. Number of bars, oops, I can't point to it. Number of bars for fast EMA. And the tooltips. Some people call it hover help, some people call it tooltips. And here, like I said, you had the, and you knew this, on each tick, on bar close, on price change. We're converting it from on each tick. That's how it calculate on bar close equals false. So that is on each tick. And you can change that to on price change. You can also change it in there if you want. So that is pretty much part 2. And we will do part 3 next. Thanks for watching.